You know what I really hate? YouTubers that are every time excited. Like, you tune in on their channel and they're like, hey everyone, how's it going? It's like, no one is that happy. Okay? No one can be that happy every single day. I get it, like one day you're excited, they're like, oh everybody! But day after day after day, who's like that? Do you know a person like that in your real life? Because I don't know. It kind of feels fake. Kind of feels fake. And then it's like the opposite, you know, like the mainstream media, and you have like someone reading, today at the maternity ward there was a fire and 45 babies died. It's like, come on, you can't read that with a straight face. Like, is the corporation sucking out all of the emotions out of you? Is it? Because I find it difficult to believe you're reading something like that and you're not like, Jesus, come on, my God. But yeah, so day 7, I guess, of the isolation period that I self-imposed on myself because I had the sniffles. I'm doing good. I don't have any more signs of sickness, so I'm fine. However, I understand from my girlfriend that if there is a single case at her hospital, she's going to be under lockdown, so I won't see her for 2 weeks because she's going to be at the hospital. I won't even be able to visit her. So that's a bummer. But other than that, this is a video live stream, Magnus Lord. Feel free to give super chats. Yeah, I was going through the news today. I was going back in time. And I found out so many interesting snippets. Like, for example, let me see if I can bring it up. In Italy, there was this campaign which was started by a mayor encouraging Hug a Chinese Day. I know this was real. This happened, you know. Let me see if I can find it. Give me just a second. Hug a Chinese Day, Italia. Oh, mi bello Italia. Look at this. Look at this. So when was it? February the 4th. February, not that long ago, last month. Look at this. Look at this. Ushkushi. Ushkushi. Let's hug and encourage. Encourage them in order to fight bigotry. Oh, bigotry. Racismus. Yes, surely. Surely this is how we fight the bigotry. You know, obviously, I'm not saying that because of this campaign, it has led to this big red dot that you can see on the map of Italy. Let me see if I can bring it up. Italia. Which has one of the best healthcare systems in the world, by the way. Let's see where... here we go, right? I'm not saying that the shoe here has like this brownish spot. You know, in a world where everyone is at least yellow or orange, this shoe has like this brownish spot. Look another one. Look another one. Like the shoe is red. The horseshoe is red. Yeah, I'm not saying that this initiative of Hug a Chinese has caused this. But what it did do is trivialize the situation. Make laughing stock of the matter. It's like, oh, ho, 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 ho. A poor virus, we are progressives. Ho, 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 ho. We do not care about such nonsense. This is nonsense. It's racismus and bigotry that is the biggest issue. Yeah, racismus and bigotry isn't going to get economic issues coming down the pipeline. How much do you need for a new computer or video card? Well, let me just make a little bit of a calculations, because I actually want to get the best computer on the market so I can be able to stream. I found one that's already built. Let's check. Like what I'm planning to do is to save money every single month until New Year's, and hopefully I'm going to be able to buy this. And once the reason I'm doing this is that if I buy this, then I probably wouldn't need a new computer for like 10 years. So, you know, by the time New Year's comes, maybe this is going to be a little bit cheaper. There might be a discount because people aren't shopping. Look, it already is a discount. It's already 25% off. So every month I'm going to start save money until New Year's and I will buy this. Let me see how much it's actually going to cost. Romanian to USD. $3,000. Right, so with $3,000 I will get like everything so I can be able to stream and whatnot. 2 years, you optimist man. 4 years top, still it's outdated. No, come on, like look at it. It's like it's got water cooling. This is why I'm buying it, for the water cooling. But in all honesty, you get like what, 8 cores, Core i9, 9900K. I don't know, but it sounds cool. And then you also get NVIDIA RTX 2080 Titan. All I needed is for streaming, to be honest. Like if I can stream, then it's going to be great. So yeah. That's what I'm planning to get. And after I get that, I'm planning to also get a couple of recording equipment. So maybe I can go out and film a couple of videos. I want to get one of these. Let me show you, right? This is what I want to get. You know, everyone has. I don't know what it's useful for, but it looks cool. Right, you get like this thing, right? You put it up and there's a little camera on top. This is what I want. And I'll be able to make better videos. How much is it euros? It's well, it's $3,000, so I guess it's like 2,500 euros or something. But if I get like 2,000 euros, then I can put in some extra money. So yeah. A tripod, yes. Get a Ryzen 9. Man, like, look, I'm going to get this. You know, it's already, everything is put in one. It's just get a Ryzen 9. I can send you a tripod. I don't need you buy. Yeah, but I need to buy the camera as well. But yeah, no, like the biggest issue with streaming is the processor, right? Like I have a very old processor, a very old CPU. So if I'm going to upgrade the CPU, I need to upgrade the motherboard. And if I upgrade the motherboard, might as well just... Then I'll probably need a new power source. By the way, I played the new Doom Eternal. I really like it, but it's a lot easier than the first one. I'm not saying it's easy. And this is why I wish I could stream, so I can show you guys how good I play. Now, I could buy it on the PlayStation, but I can't play first-person shooters on the PlayStation. I mean, that is just beyond retarded. You know, I keep hearing people, it's like, oh, you're playing a fighting game on a keyboard. And then they go and play first-person shooters with a joystick. Okay, those people are... but... No, I legitimately cannot play first-person shooters on a console. It is punishment. It is just wrong. It feels wrong. There's a wrongness to it, like gay sex. But you know, on the computer, it's really great. Now, the reason that I think Doom is easier. You get access to 2 weapon upgrades from the very beginning, and the enemies die a lot faster, like the imps. They die from 2 shotguns to the head, or just use that ability for the shotgun to throw bombs. And then, not only that, but whenever you kill an enemy, you get free health, which is something that you got in the previous one, I think, if I remember correctly. But not that much health. Like, you kill 2 zombies and immediately you're like almost fully healed up. So that's kind of lame. How do you feel about Riot becoming the next Blizzard with their new games coming out? Great. I actually feel great. I don't care who. It can be a Chinese company for all I care. Blizzard needs to learn their place. You know what? Why I hated Blizzard, by the way? And this is something that I haven't spoke about. They always managed to get away with shit. Every single time, because it was Blizzard. they were the only company that managed to get people to see their own advertisements and pay money. It's like BlizzCon costed money. That is just like the only company that does it in the world. No one complains. If EA Games tried to pull a similar stuff, they would have been the laughing stock of the internet. Then, they go online only. Online only Diablo. No one complained. When EA Games tried to pull the exact same stuff with SimCity, online only SimCity, oh my god, there was this big controversy. No one complained when Blizzard did it. Loot boxes. Oh my god, Shadow of Mordor. Oh, loot box. Oh, no. Blizzard does it on every single game. They didn't get a single flag. I remember back then, if you complained, like there were people on the forum telling you to shut the fuck up. World of Warcraft. Still, like World of Warcraft to this day, ask people for a monthly subscription fee. Like, no, just imagine how stupid World of Warcraft players are. They are stupid. Like, I don't know how else to put it. The only way a World of Warcraft player is stupid if they're like some sheik in Saudi Arabia that already has too much cash. In that case, it's like, okay, if you have oil in your backyard, that's fine. But most people that play World of Warcraft are defective. Not because of the game or anything. No. Like, listen to this, okay? You're paying, how much is it? $15 per month for the game, all right? And the deal is that they will take that money in order for you to get content and updates, right? So you pay the developers $15 and they constantly provide you updates. Perfect. When the last patch hits in all the expansions, let's say, what is like the last patch? I don't even know. Like Sunwell drops, right? Like the last instance in the game. For a year, they do not provide any more patches, but you're paying them $15 per year. So let's see how much you're paying for no more content updates, right? I mean, this is like, just, let me show you how stupid people who pay for World of Warcraft are. Like, if someone else pays it for you, fine. If you're really rich, that's fine. But you're paying $15, right? Times 12 months. You're paying them $180 so that they're not making any patch. Nothing. Like, you're just paying them constantly $180. And then they charge you 65 extra for the new expansion. So you're giving them $245 to play a fucking game. Are you insane? Like, if you would stop doing it, they would drop the price. And it's not only that. Like, I remember when you'd go on the forum and you'd complain, and you would point out, like, look, this is unreasonable. Come on. They would be like, oh no, it's good that we pay money because it's going to keep the kiddies out from the game. Yeah, the same way Alinity manages to keep the kiddies out of our chat. Fuck off. Yeah, like, seriously, there are people that are legitimately dumb. Legitimately dumb, you know, it's like, and they make it bad for the rest of us. Because again, like, if you like the game, if enough people would say enough is enough, and they would stop, Blizzard would either start adding patches between expansions, or they would just drop the price. The latest Blizzard scandal, Warcraft 3 refucked. That's the last one, because there probably are more in the meantime. Like, there probably were a couple of others that happened since then, but no one talks about it because everyone is busy talking about the toilet paper shortage. Asmongold. Oh my god, I don't get Asmongold at all. Like, I go on YouTube and I see Asmongold. I don't know who the guy is. I'm pretty sure he's a nice guy. But I see his faces every time they're stalking me from the YouTube recommends. It's like, look at this. You know, look. Like, I'm pretty sure he's a good YouTuber. He's far better than me. Like, he's getting 700,000 subscribers and whatnot. But his faces are nightmare fuel. Like, I'm sitting on my computer and there's a horror music playing. And I look to the corner of my eye and I look to the recommended sections. And I see Asmongold going. It's like, stop it, man. Stop it. Yeah, the last scandal is George Soros is buying Blizzard. I expect we're going to see different pronouns that you can have, like when you're in the character creator, you create a female night elf, whatever, and then it asks you for your pronouns. You're going to have like this massive campaign of the alliance needs without the horde, the alliance cannot survive. Did you notice that they completely ruined like all the lore about the races? I mean, I keep saying this, but it really bothers me. You know, like why would you play a fantasy game where you have different races and it's not like human races, you know, where you have like black people and white. No. Like a complete different species. Like something completely different. An elf. You know, like it's not even the same species. Like we call them race, but like a gnome and a human are completely different. And what's interesting was that every one of these races had like different cultures and different philosophies, and it's what made them unique, right? Like the trolls were with their ancient spiritism and mumbo jumbo and voodoo magic and all that. The night elves were the tree hippies. They're with nature, and you know, chopping down a tree would be considered sacrilege for a night elf. And it was cool to see all these races so different, yet putting their differences aside in order to fight for something that's a common cause. That created drama. It created interesting storyline. It created, you know. Nowadays, it's like there's no difference. It's like, oh yeah, this is an undead, this is a torrent, they're working together, they're joining hands, they're singing Kumbaya. Like, even between the Horde and the Alliance, there isn't that much of a difference anymore. They're constantly working together in order to stop. It's just a gameplay mechanic at this point. Like, the whole of Azeroth should just start the Azerothian Union between the different races. Because there's literally no more point. What is the difference between the Horde and the Alliance? Seriously. Just let me show you. No, because this is like, now that you brought it up. It's really annoying. So, what was it? Sylvanas cinematic. Okay. Battle of Azeroth. Is this the one? Yeah.
The rest of the way.
Why are the trolls comedy relief? Why? Look at this. Look what they did to Thrall. You know, Thrall looked imposing. Thrall looked imposing. He looked like when he was in the room, shit was about to go down. And now he looks like they castrated him. Why did they castrate Thrall? Why did they castrate the trolls? Why? Look at does this look imposing to you? Am I nitpicking? Seriously, because it's not just this cutscene. It's like the whole story arc. So, I mean, look at Sylvana. Look at Chad Sylvana sitting there like menacing. And, why can't Thrall sit like this? And he's like, well, slush back. It's like, meh. He looks like a fucking peon from Warcraft 3. I feel like right-clicking on him and ask him to bring me the gold. To go in the mine and mine some gold. It looks like a peon, doesn't he? Alright, so they're fighting. And this is fine. I don't mind it. Like, okay. You know, she's agile. I don't mind because she's magical. You know, like normally they're not in the same weight category. That's for sure. Like, it's fine if you show me an elf doing just all the spinning and the acrobatics. But normally, if I was the art director, I wouldn't have her parry blows. Because I assume she's an agility-based character, not a strength-based character. So she shouldn't be able to parry a blow from someone that's literally twice her size. But again, it's magical. She's undead. I'm fine. Whatever. You know. So, yeah, like this. Like right here. Like it should just break her arm off when she tries that shit. But okay, yeah, I get it. Sylvana Tsuyoi.
The High Overlord falls. I trusted you.
Look at her face. Look at her face and compare her to the previous Sylvanas. I mean, let me just see if I can bring up Sylvanas from when they actually drew her like a female. You know, because apparently she's supposed to be a woman. Alright. Look at this. Why can't they do her like this? Why do they need to do this massive jawline? This... Why did they give her Down syndrome? I literally do not understand. You know, they can't say, oh yes, this is very realistic. We're going for realism, so we're going to cover her up with massive armor because that's what makes sense. And then she parries the blow from a work that twice her size, and that's, I guess, realism. Okay, fine. That's not a thing that I can. Look at this. Just the Thrall from the Thrall would never behave like this, you know. Thrall would line up to challenge Sylvanas right after that guy. He'd have his mighty Doomhammer. He'd be on his fucking wolf looking menacing as fuck, and it's like, look, so if you do not beat her, I will. And they were probably like, if this was like the Horde of old, Sylvanas would have like a long waiting queue, everyone wanting to duel her in front of Ogrimmar. But right, so not only that, okay, fine. He basically does the talk no jutsu, he talks her out of it, It's like, oh yeah, hope remains, hey, leftist buzzwords, left buzzword, alright. So, in the end, right, she beats him.
The Horde is nothing.
And this is what I don't get, right? Like, I have to assume that in the story, she's like this very calculated individual. Like, she is the one moving the chessboards. Like, she just wants death. She wants the Horde and the Alliance to fight each other and for as many people to die. Why is she acting like a dumbass now? Why is she breaking character? Why is she going, the Horde is nothing? Like, literally, you managed to put everyone in the position you wanted. Like, the Alliance army is there, the Horde army is there, they're about to kill each other and fulfill your plans. So, she goes on, challenges the guy to a duel, which, fine, maybe, you know, like, she knew she would win and she's got ego, perfect. But then she goes in front of Ogrimmar, in front of her army. The Horde is nothing! Who wrote the script? Who writes these characters? Like, the only reason she does this is because the plot necessitates so that the war doesn't happen. The plot necessitates that the Alliance and the Horde do not go to conflict. So they write this garbage that makes no sense. And even if she would say, like, the Horde is nothing, the only person that would hear her would be this. Like, it's not like she has a megaphone, like, to speak so that literally everyone hears her. And then, you know, like, fine, she kills him. And then she rage quits. You know, Sylvanas has left the guild. I mean, this is the part where Sylvanas has left the guild.
You!
Look how ugly she is. My god. Imagine marrying her and having this face next to your pillow. Even when she wasn't undead. Like, back when she was alive. Like, this was...
All! Nothing! Toy soldiers in tin plate.
Yeah. Well, you know, now that she posted that on Twitter, everyone is cancelled Sylvanas.
Nothing lasts.
And here is like, Sylvanas has left the guild. Sylvanas has rage quit. Okay, right. And look how beta these people are. Jesus. Not to mention, like, it's never explained why they can't just use a resurrection spell on him, but okay, fine.
What?
It's, I guess, sad moment. Yes, I understand. Yeah. Alright, this is the thing with the ding. Okay, the ding. Is this like a dog whistle? Like, how did you know to open the door? Was this like the... I'm going to fight, alright, and when we want to come in, I'll just go with the standard ding, and then you open the door. And then literally everyone does the ding ding. Okay, now this is what I don't get. These people went to battle. Like, when you go to battle, you want to kill the opposing force, right? Like, there would have been some level of propaganda, I assume, in order to motivate the troops into battle. Why did they just like, okay, now we're going to surrender. Yeah, open the gates. Genetic ding ding. Yes. What if the US government gave the US $1 trillion, but China pays for it? That should be Trump Jr.'s campaign. We're going to give people $1 trillion, and China is going to pay for it. She's turning into the undead empress of blah blah blah. Is the Jake syndrome. The patriarchy is over, so all men of old are fashionable for despair. Is Dune Eternal on Steam? Yes, it is. Is that the Age of Empires mining song? Oh my god, now I can't stop hearing it. Yes, it is the Age of Empires mining song. Like, look, she starts to mine the ground. She's the peasant that is now mining the ground. Look. Hold on.
As I see you.
Yeah, shut up, Sylvanas. No one cares.
Savor it.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Sylvanas. Alright. Here we go. Yeah, no, that's Age of Empires, yes. Like, this is the gold mining in Age of Empires. Also a blacksmith sound in Warcraft 2, eh? Can Doom Eternal round Doom? I don't know. We wasted half an hour on World of Warcraft. You know, like, the reason that I talk about it so much is that I genuinely was passionate about it, and I love that company to death. Like, they would create some of the best things ever. And it's hard, it's painful to see how much they followed. I kind of get why social justice activists on the Twitter, whenever you complain about something, they will mock, ridicule, and dismiss you, call you a child, a man baby, you're a crying man baby, mama. It's because they do not care about the companies, they do not care about the characters, they do not care about the story. And I notice this all the time. Like, if you have a debate or a discussion between two people, the person getting emotional is the one that loses the debate. So when you are not emotionally invested into something and you're just talking, you know, to get brownie points or whatever, you're going to be really relaxed, you're going to be really calm. Meanwhile, the person that legitimately cares, the person that is emotionally invested, they're going to act emotional. They're going to be more likely to curse, they're going to be more likely to use insults, they're going to be more like, you know? So that's one of the things that I noticed time and time again. Like Star Wars, for example. For many people, Star Wars is part of their childhood. It's like taking a piss on Barney the dinosaur. That's the equivalent what Disney did. By the way, do you know that Barney the dinosaur is doing porn? Did you know that? No, I'm not kidding. How many people know that Barney the dinosaur is doing pornography? You probably didn't know that. See, this is why you come to my stream in order to learn these things. Did we need to know? Yes, you absolutely did to know. You cannot go to sleep at night unless you know this. You need to remember, knowledge is power. Look at this. The guy who played Barney the dinosaur now runs a tantric sex business. He started in 2004 and finds clients any number of ways, from word of mouth to covering women he met on Tinder into believers. So a full session with Tantra massage specialist and spiritual healer David Joyner, which is the guy who played Barney the dinosaur, lasts 3 to 4 hours and costs $350. That's kind of cheap. For that price, female clients, the only kind he accepts, can expect to receive a ritual bath, chakra balancing, and a massage. Also on the menu, cosmic mind-blowing orgasms. The latter can be achieved through massage alone, but the goal of a session is to fully release a woman's blocked energy. There is a man out there who spent his youth entertaining children in a dinosaur costume, and now not only is he getting women, but he is charging women $350 to have their negative energy unblocked. Isn't that just life goes. I don't know. Like I want to be. Who in the chat wouldn't want to be like Barney the dinosaur right now? Huh? Base purple dinosaur. He entertained children. Now he entertains their mothers. You know, like when Barney the dinosaur plays on Xbox and talks about your mother, it might be real. Does he wear the dino suit? No, he doesn't. It's the actor, the guy who played it. Gynecologists used to do that. You know, like most people who are gynecologists that I know are women. Lady in the suit costs extra. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. 350 without the suit, 500 with the suit. He now entertains the girls that he used to entertain. Oh my god. Oh, that is so wrong. Oh, that is so wrong. Oh, damn it. How does the actor look like though? I'm legitimately curious. I need to get more into this Barney the dinosaur lore. So the actor name is David Joyner. David Joyner. Let's see a picture of David. Oh god. Kids. See, I do educate people. He does have the look, doesn't he? He definitely doesn't. Look at this. I'm wearing the dinosaur. Again, like, can you imagine if, let's say, a 8-year-old girl used to have Barney the dinosaur as her best friend, like when she grew up. She would watch the television, you know, she would love the show. She would be all about the show when she was 8. And then when she's 18, she contacts David's business of releasing her dark sexual energy. I mean, are you telling me that that is not plausible? Are you telling me that might have not happened? Like, no, seriously, who doesn't know about Barney the dinosaur? It's very unlikely that one of the girls that he contacts wasn't into Barney the dinosaur. And when she's 18, Barney the dinosaur is going to be into her. Oh my god. The suit costs extra, of course. Yeah, I think that's literally what happened as well, Astrodarius. Everyone that doesn't think so is in denial. They just don't want to hear about it. Barney the dinosaur, more like Horny the dinosaur. Oh god. The more you know. See, this is what quarantine does to people. They spend too much time on the internet and they find out things. Isn't it though? Like, isn't it? Because I think it's transmissible. What is the difference? Oh my god. People didn't see it? Oh, I'll show it to you again. Look at this. I love her face as well. Like, but it's okay, you know, like when they talk about white privilege and white as the oppressors, my ethnicity is not your oppression. You need to make the yeah, her ethnicity is not a virus, her country's government is. Oh my god, okay. Let's go back to showing you guys something more entertaining. Something that I found and I jiggled. I jiggled and now you're going to jiggle as well. We're all jiggling here.
Dead. What do you say the Americans were scared though? I guess nearly 200 dead, 14,000 who are sick, millions, as you witness, who are scared right now. What do you say to Americans who are watching you right now who are scared?
I say that you're a terrible reporter. That's what I say.
Boom! What do you say the Americans were scared though? I guess nearly 200 dead, 14,000 who are sick, millions, as you witness, who are scared right now. What do you say to Americans who are watching you right now who are scared?
I say that you're a terrible reporter. That's what I say.
Oh
Americans were
god.
scared though. I guess nearly 200 dead.
You know what I need to do would be to add the monster kill. Does anyone know even one person who is sick? Yeah, I actually do happen to know a couple of medical students which are under quarantine right now. But no, can you imagine being that reporter and after getting such a burn, like you know you have the tape and it's going to be aired? That was literally, yeah, like someone said, it was as deadly as the Hiroshima bomb. I'm sorry to hear that, Onyx. I hope you have like the mild symptoms. It's not fun, is it? I mean, even if you have like the not deadly symptoms, but the one where they're going to put a hose, you know, like the watering hose into your nose all the way down to your lungs and start ventilating, that's probably not very pleasant. Could be some other disease that they're claiming is the virus. But I don't know what it is, but when you look at the hospitals in Italy and they're overflooded, I wouldn't want to be a person that has a car accident in Italy right now because there's literally no more room. Like the hospitals are filled to the brim. There is no way that you can use the hospital system if you need the ICU right now. It's filled with corona patients. So no, it's an issue. It's really an issue. The people that are saying it's not. Look, like put it this way, China is a country that legitimately cares more about their economic well-being than their people. And even China closed down its borders. Even China decided to take trillions of dollars in damage just to do the quarantines. When you see this and you see like other nations like Saudi Arabia canceling the trip to Mecca, man, I don't know, if you still think it's a hoax, I don't know what else can convince you. Unless you personally, like, the only thing I can do, I guess, would be to personally take your hand and take it to the hospital so you can see the patients. That's literally the only thing that I could do. China. Man, let me go back to showing interesting tidbits because I get trapped into the conversation with you guys. In this time of crisis and great need, I do want to appreciate the very diligent people in the mainstream media, more exactly the people at BBC News, who are doing the fact-checking for us. Is drinking cow urine any help? This is just invaluable reporting. Like, can you imagine a world where they wouldn't have covered this? Like, can you imagine? Like, how would people know? I mean, that is, yeah. See, do not say that the BBC is taking the piss, because that is just wrong. But yeah, someone gets paid for this. That's what I constantly remind myself. Like, someone actually wrote that, and got money in order to get paid for it. But anyway, I just want to show people again and ask some questions that the chat is full. Someone asked me what type of computer I want to buy. So what I'm going to do is every single month I'm going to save money. And hopefully by December I'm going to be able to afford this. It's probably like $3,000 or so. But I'm curious, like, if this is going to last me a while. Like, the first thing that I like is that it's got a water cooler, so it's not going to make noise. Core i9 9900K, and it's also got an NVIDIA RTX 2080 Titan. So I'm hoping to just stream at 4K. Like, this is what I want to do. I want to stream games at 4K and not have lag. That's really my goal. Just get a computer where I can stream at 4K. My father is the manager of the sport hall in my hometown and just got informed that eventually the sport hall will become a field hospital if they need it. Yeah, I heard a lot of these things, and my country, the Orthodox Church, has decided to allow certain monasteries to become field hospitals. The military is building stuff. Like, you know, if this wasn't true, they wouldn't actually invest so much money. And not only that, like, you see politicians getting it, and you see companies donating a lot of money in order to help fight this. Like, again, like, if I meet a person that doesn't believe this is real, I don't know what else to tell them. Like, I don't think they can be convinced at this point. You know, just take their hands and take them to a hospital, I guess, in Italy. That's literally the only thing you can do. It's just but what I don't like is that every time you have like a disease like the bird flu or the swine flu, the government acts really fast because they understand the problem with it, right? So it's like, okay, we got swine flu, so they kill all the pigs in order to prevent it from spreading. And then the people who got prevented from getting sick, they're like, oh, it was a nothing burger. It's like, well, yeah, that's the point. Build yourself, it's cheaper. Maybe, I don't know. How much exactly would I actually save if I build it myself? Like, how much would I get it down from 3,000? Get the Streamlabs super chat system, then I can give super chats again. I'll try, Rafaman. Will your internet be enough to do so? Yeah, Romania actually has one of the best internets in the world. It used to be like the third best, but now I think it's still top 10, but it's not some of the best. It's not the third, it's not top 3. The problem is we have overwhelmed hospital in Italy already. They're basically saying over 60 are the most vulnerable, so we'll try and save the youngest. Yeah, that's a decision no doctor wants to do, to be honest. India has declared the state of emergency too late and closed the borders too late to the virus. Cases doubled. Yeah, like the thing with the cases, you also have to take into account there's far more cases than they're reporting. Not because they're trying to hide it, but because of the tests. Like the number of testing kits is limited. So they can only test a finite number of people. And then there's also people like the guy in the chat that said he's got like a dry cough and he feels a little bit nauseated. Those people won't probably even go to the hospital. You know, there are people that will just stay at home, not go to the hospital. And then there's people that can just get like a pneumonia and they're not diagnosed. It's the same thing, like the same treatment that you have for pneumonia, you get for this. And those people aren't going to be put in a statistic. So no, the number of cases in every country is a lot higher. Look at the price of the CPU and GPU and compare. If you really want to spend 1,000 on a card, make sure it's RTX. I think it was RTX. Yeah, it's RTX. I want to give a clean crystal image to people. Like, you need to get like the crystal image when you watch me live stream, okay? That's what I want to do. You didn't change the subscribe star handle from the default. What do you mean? What do you mean I didn't change the subscribe? Oh, no, this is the good one. If you copy this and you put it here. Yeah, it takes you to my. What are you talking about? It's good. Like, you know what makes me think? Like, there was a doctor. Well, okay, like with doctors it's different. But there was a doctor in the hospital of oncology, which is the one that takes with the cancer, right, with the cancer patient. He goes to France for 2 days, comes back, he gets tested. He was annoyed by the fact that they're testing him and don't let him go to work. He tests positive. And, you know, like, you think it's like, how are so many people that are coming from these hot zones and they're sick? So clearly a lot more people are infected than the test shows. Like, you just go to that country for a couple of days and you come back sick. Like, can you imagine just how spread it is? RTX using all the YouTube money in one go. Well, as I mentioned, I'm saving money until December so I can buy it. And I want to stream. I want to stream 4K because, you know, streaming is a competitive market. So if you're going to stream video games, at least make sure that the quality is enjoyable for the people watching. Above the picture of you, it's... Okay, yeah, I know. So, yeah. Asymptomatic spreading of the virus. Yeah, I built mine for about 2K. Has a 2018 decent CPU and runs pretty much anything. Yeah, but I don't... Like, I don't want to run stuff. I want to stream stuff. Streaming is actually more difficult. It costs a lot of CPU when you stream something, so... instead of computer, why not buy a hazmat suit and pepper spray? You know, like, a hazmat suit was not that cheap. It was not that expensive. It was like $10. That setup is 1.5K self-built. Get the fuck out. You're wrong. I don't believe you. 1.5K. No, it's impossible to be 1.5K. The only good thing about the epidemic is the reduction in flight ticket prices. Really? How much? Let me check. How much is a trip to Britain right now? Skyscanner. It used to be around $500 if I want to travel to London. So let's see how much it costs me to travel to Luton. That's actually interesting. So it used to be $500. Let's see how cheap the prices are. Let's say I want to travel tomorrow, goddammit. This would cost me around $800 back in the day. This is like divide by 4 in order to find out. Let me just... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Holy shit, yeah, no, you're right, like, the prices have dropped. Yeah, but you know why? Because imagine traveling right now and then all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, UK is going to close the borders and you're fucked. You are fucked. By the way, here's something funny. This is something that the mainstream media doesn't really report on, but they should. I generally, like, do not know why they don't report it. Like, this should be the story of the day. A couple of gentlemen... Let me see if I can find the news. But a couple of gentlemen decided to do a terrorist attack. You know, they went a la Akbaring and they smashed a car into the Barcelona airport, shouting Islamic slogans. But they forgot that the airport is empty. I would love to have seen this live. I would love, you know, like, and it's like cricket. There's no one there. If you do a terrorist attack and no one is there to see it, did you really do it? It's like shouting the N-word in your own apartment. If you shout the N-word in your own apartment, did you really do it? Yeah, they're not sending their best, definitely. This is something that I should cover on my main channel, but I'll probably get in trouble. A terrorist attack when everyone is quarantined at home. See, these are the things I would love to cover more, but it's like, oh no, it's problematic. Oh. Oh yeah, like if you shout the N-word and no one listens to it, is it racist? The answer is yes, because Alexa is always listening. I think the only people that were terrorized were the security guards. They were like, what the fuck? You know, they just... You got a couple of guys screaming Islamic slogans, as the blue check mark reported it. Admiral Akbar. It's, when you rush to go to heaven and you don't make the proper preparations. So let's see what the church, the Romanian church, decided to do in order to help with the crisis. Because a lot of people talk shit about the church. But the Romanian church did do a couple of measures. So they have like their own committee in order to take more measures as needed. They're going to allow the government to have a couple of monasteries in order to have them like quarantine zones. They're going to build warehouses where they're going to have unperishable food in certain big cities in order to help the ones in need. They're going to have a telephone line which you can access 24 hours a day, and if you call, there's going to be a priest that's going to talk to you and give you spiritual and comfortable advice. And there are going to be 42 priests that are going to go round the clock trying to talk to people and calm their spirits. They also have another website where you can access, and they're going to say prayers, and they're going to try to give people spiritual advice, and they're going to try to cheer up the people. They're going to also have a dialogue with people that have been affected by it, the elderly, the sick, the people that are in quarantine. And if you feel like you're lonely, you can call or log into this website and use their forum. So they're also going to show on Facebook and YouTube daily prayers. And they're going to hold mass for people to see every night, starting with 9 p.m. They're also going to have a new section called Ask the Priest, where the people who are the faithful can talk with the priest directly, either through telephone or through the super chats that the priest can see. So I do think like this is really great. What is this close as neighbors? No, hold on. Like what? You know, you see the cathedral, you see the church, the light of God, and on top of it is close as neighbors. This is a sign. But what I wanted to say is that, you know, a lot of people shit on the Orthodox Church. And I don't think it's always warranted. Like, sometimes it's, oh my god. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I had a really good stream. Now I'm going to take a little break. Mr. Enovis tells me not to do it. That is forbidden. But I want to see what happens. I'm curious. I need to keep reading now. I'm legit like, look, people want me to. Let's let me see if everything is fine. Okay, you know what? Fine. Let's sin together. You know, for the faithful, you can contact the hotline of the church. For the sinful, you can spend some time with me. So we got a guy which wakes up from a nightmare. He's screaming. He seems to be upset. And the door opens. No, the window opens. The window opens, and from the window we get this mademoiselle. This really lovely missus telling him good morning. And she seems to know his name. So he's a little bit embarrassed. Doesn't seem to be agitated that an intruder, like the burglar thought is getting into his bedroom. And she smacks him. So already we have breaking and entry and assault. And then she gets the pillow. And she continues to violently assault him. I guess some people are into this. This is actually kind of cute. Okay, so for some reason there is an underwear on top of her head. And the girl from the house is calling her back in. What? And all of a sudden we see bra and what? And he is invited by the two girls to go for lunch. No, this is interesting. I need to take a little break, chat. Need to take a little break in order to do some light reading. I wanna find out more about the story. How the neighbors got close. Share the link. I don't know. Google close as neighbors manga, I suppose. Dude, I can't read hentai on YouTube. Are you insane? I need to do a dark side film moment, but without the camera open. Read my stepmom. Why do people in the know? Why do you have such knowledge about these things? Dude, if I'm going to risk my channel, I'm not even getting super chat for this. I'm not doing this. No sorry. She should eat more junk. Like, suck and poop it. What? You know, like, the weirdest thing in the world. Like, I guess I could have a stream where I read hentai to people, but is it like the sanctity of the hentai? Is it like, do you not want to be alone when you read this? Why on earth would you want to read hentai with me? Like, why would you feel comfortable if I read the hentai to you? How would this even work? Oh, Dios mío. Like, honestly, some people are really disturbing. And I thought I was into some shit, but apparently there are people with the kink for a Romanian to read the hentai to them. Jesus. My reaction would be funny. There is only one reaction when you read hentai. Okay? One reaction. I don't see how that reaction is funny. I can't even do it. I closed the website. Don't read my stepmom. It ends badly. And other people tell me this one ends badly. Is this a trend? It's like, do the hentais end badly? Anyway, right. See, that's how you keep the spirits up. Who here is actually sick with the sickness? Are there people that are sick with the sickness? Press 1. I'm legitimately curious. Got 232 people from around the world. Is anyone having the sickness right now? Rafaman doesn't. Mibog, tell me your symptoms. How are you feeling, Mibog? One but not tested. Oh my god, like, can you imagine getting the sniffles during this time of year? That would be messed up, wouldn't it? Carol Wolf is in London, and they didn't get it. I have asthma, so it's hard to tell. Oh my god. Okay, I cleaned up in the market this month, so you can have some shekels. Well, thank you, 3. Is it 3? Because the sharpest S, that's how the Germans read it. All the moderators are infected, huh? Mibog has 37.4 temperature. Did you call your family doctor or your equivalent there? I'm not reading hentai, you sick fuck. Allergies are starting and I'm coughing. You know, like, this is a little bit annoying. I cough all the time. And when I go out and I get, like if I go in a supermarket and I go like, literally everyone's like, it's... So me Bog for 5 days he's got medical leave. How on earth Like, you're one of the 234 Romanian cases? Look, I got one of the 230. Like, what is the coincidence? How can this be possible? Are the cases higher, or you're not in Romania? Like, which one is it? Because it's like I find it okay. So he's not in Romania. It would have been weird, you know, like only 234 cases. Like in my chat, one person is from that case. It's like, come on. He's not coughing. He's just getting the fever. As a professional plague doctor, I'll now make $10,000 a week selling beautiful K995 masks. Look, if you make that much money, you can contribute to my fund to buy this PC. Like the sooner you do that, the more faster I can live stream games at 4K resolution. Oh, he's from Timișoara. De la Timișoara până în toată țara. Anyway, right, so thank you guys for watching. I do have some light reading to do, and I'm also going to upload the video on my secondary channel. And after that, I'm going to play some Doom Eternal. Game seems easy as fuck, but we'll see. So, thank you for watching, and hopefully I'm going to, or not, tomorrow I can't, girlfriend is home. I'm planning to also do a small stream with my Resident Evil 3 demo playthrough. So, I'll see you guys later. Take care, and thank you for